So this guy that had a crush on me and was chasing me, but I was uninterested in him, finally moved on because I rejected him multiple times. And I'm like, wow, what the fuck? Come back. Why did you move on? Maybe I was just kidding. Maybe I like you now. Come back. Chase me again, please.
Straight from the horse's mouth. I've been telling you guys this for so long in so many videos that women need, they crave, they desire, they cannot go without your male attention. Everything they do in life is to get your attention. Now, it's funny because most women, they don't really like you. They don't really want you. They don't want to hang out with you. They don't want to have sex with you. They don't want to go on a date with you. They just want you to want them. This is why when you reject women or you ghost them or you just take your attention, your validation elsewhere to some other woman or something else, what usually happens more often than not, they come running back. They'll text you, hey, stranger. Hey, what are you up to? Hey, and all these different things. That's because they just want you to want them. Most women that you're going to meet, that you're going to come into contact with, approach, exchange contact information, match with on dating apps, they don't really like you. They have no plans on hanging out with you, meeting you, having sex with you. They don't plan on doing any of that. Only thing they want you to do is chase them around. And this is most women. Now, there are a percentage of women who want to get together and hang out with a guy, but she has to have really high interest in that guy. Most women just love beta male orbiters. They want fans. Women every day collect fans. They just collect fans. This is why if you ask a woman, so let's hang out, you know, what's your number? She'll say, oh, I have Snapchat, or what's your Instagram, or what's your Facebook, or what's this? And they give you another social media platform for you following on. That's because they just want you to chase them. They just want your validation. They don't care about you. Listen, most women are huge time wasters. Only thing they do is just collect souls, collect guys, and steal their time. This is why I tell you, man, be direct with women. If she gives you any sort of, friction, or she's not compliant and she's just, give you an excuse to hang out or whatever, ghost her. Let her go. And if she comes back, do not give her a second, third, fourth chance. Don't do it because she's wasting your time. Women know if they want to hang out with you or not. So all you got to do is ask one time, not ask multiple times and text her again and text her again and call her and don't do that because you just look thirsty. And only thing she's doing is feeding off your thirst, and her ego is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. This is how women survive. This is how they feel valuable and wanted. They don't feel valuable by accomplishing things in life like us men. When we go out and produce and we build and we create and we get different streams of income, women don't feel valued that way. They feel valued by being wanted socially, by different groups, by different people, and especially men. That's their number one source of validation and attention. Men, you, me. This is why it's currency. Every text message you send a woman, every time you call her, every minute you're around her, every time you hang around, each day that you are around these women, that's attention for them. That's validation. This is why you have to relax on how much you communicate and talk to women and hang out with them, because the less you do it, the more they're going to want you. Guys, I've gotten laid so many times just by, stop talking to women. I tried to set something up and they were kind of vague with the plans. They, weren't really with it. So I just, deleted them, blocked them, or just moved on. And guess what? Here they come running back. Hey, what you up to? Hey, thinking about you. Hey, you want to hang out? Hey, do you have any plans to stay? And all of a sudden, they want to hang out with me. All of a sudden, they want to come over. All of a sudden, they want to have sex. That's because I took my validation from them. I took my attention from them. And that's what most women, every woman wants that. But most women, they just really don't care about the guy, about giving you what you want, which is sex, which is a fun time, which is actually meeting up and connecting. So women, all they do is just sponge off guys on a daily basis. They get a social media app. and then they just collect guys, collect fans, collect thirsty beta male orbiters. Don't be one of those guys. All you have to do is ask one time. You say, hey, let's get together and hang out. Let's do this. If she gives you any sort of, I can't do it. Okay, cool. Or if she doesn't give you an alternative day, just keep it moving. Just don't even reply back. Don't go back and forth, because all you're doing is being sucked in. And then the more you try to request another day, or say, oh, let's do this day and do another day and do it, and you try to get together another time, she's just going to reject you, and she's going to just get a bigger ego. And you got to be on the lookout, because a lot of women, you'll just ghost them and you just, cut contact, and then they'll text you out of the blue to act like that they're into you, and like oh yeah, I want to see you now. And then if you say, okay, Leah, let's hang out, and then she'll reject you again. I'm telling you, women have so many ways of rejecting men. Matter of fact, their egos are far bigger than ours. This is why they just love to shoot men down. They love attention because they cannot get enough of it. It is their life source. It is the way they breathe. It is the way they think. If a woman is not getting attention from a certain guy or guys that she wants, she will lose her mind. And what she'll do is she'll get other beta male orbiters in place to make her feel better. This is what women do. They wake up, seek attention, seek validation, and then once they're done with you, once they're done stringing you along, they just get rid of you or they just cut you off. Women have no remorse. They do not mind cutting contact with guys who they're not all that interested in. They have medium to low interest. They just, cut them off. And you're like, what happened? This is why a lot of women, when you're trying to hang out with them and set something up, and then they just automatically ghost you, or you just seeing like, man, she was interested in me over text. You're looking at it and reading the text messages, and maybe you guys talked on the phone, and then you try to set something up to hang out and go on a date and meet up. All of a sudden, she just becomes real vague and ghosts you. And you're like, what happened? That's because she just wanted your attention. She just wanted you to crave her. She just wanted you to desire her because it makes her feel important. See, when we do things out in the world as us men, it makes us feel important. When we build, when we grind, when we have a goals and we build a business and we do different things, that makes us feel validated. That's how we get our validation. Women get their validation from us wanting them, from us hanging out with them, for us chasing them. That's why I tell you guys, stop chasing them, even pursuing women. One time, you say, hey, let's hang out. If she declines, if she gives you an excuse, move on to the next one. Because the next woman, she's got to be really into you. She's going to want to hang out with you. She's not going to string you along and play games with you and do all these different things. So be mindful that even if you reject the woman and she does come back, she could just be doing it just because she just wants to reject you now. She's like, oh man, this guy ghosted me. How did this orbiter just ghost me and take his attention and give it elsewhere, give it to another person? And okay, I'm going to get back in contact with him like I actually like him, like I've actually been thinking about him. Because I have plenty of women do that to me. And they just bait you in that little bear trap. And then you say, oh, hey, what's up? Your ex might contact you. And then you say, hey, yeah, let's hang out. And all she does is just ghost you. Or she make an excuse not to hang out. You're like, what the heck, bro? Like, why would you contact with me after months or years? I've had ass do that to me. Ex-girlfriend, she called me out of the blue. 3 years later, I'm like, what the heck? After she rejected me and I just stopped talking to her because she wanted me to be friends with her, she called me, hey, I've been thinking about you. What you up to? And I'm like, oh, cool. In my mind, I'm like, man, it worked. And then set something up to hang out, get a drink. Guess what happened? She just ghosted me. I'm like, after all those years that you wanted to do, that's what women want to do. Because they want to have slaves. They want to have orbiters. Matter of fact, they feel that they're entitled to your time and attention without giving you anything in return. So guys, be on the lookout for these women. Because if you reject them and she comes back, a lot of the time she's just doing it because she just wants to feel wanted again by you. And she's really mad because you ghosted her or you rejected her. So she just wants the time to reject you now. Be on the lookout, guys. Be careful because most of these women, I want to be honest, they're just not worth it. So watch her actions. Don't watch her words. Her words mean nothing. If she's not actively trying to hang out with you and get together and do things with you, and she's just like, oh, I don't know, maybe, possibly, I'll see, Okay, I'll let you know. All these different excuses. Just listen, drop her, get rid of her because she's wasting your time. She's stringing you along, and only thing she wants is your attention, your validation, and to be desired.